Okay, next topic. We're on a roll today. I'm trying to take 2 weeks to get caught up on 4 years worth of stuff I haven't posted. Um, and it's kind of a full-time job when you're dodging international cartel and narcos in Mexico and people trying to kill you. Oh my goodness, it's been a long way getting there. Getting through Mexico, I should say. Matupsum. Okay, so uh, what I want to talk about now? Let's talk about yeah. Let's just start out here with a fact. It's a fact that we have come out of the what you call, if you want to talk about time, right? This is just a concept for us to measure the experience and put it into some kind of perspective. So if we want to talk about time, let's talk about well, let's talk about the calendar that we use here on the Western Hemisphere, and pretty much around the world for the purpose of global trade and stuff like that. That we use the Gregorian calendar, or what I like to call Caesar's calendar of fake time. So that would mean that today, for instance, is Tuesday, the 19th of May, the year 2026. That's Caesar's calendar of fake time. So the time to measure, how do you say, longer periods of time besides just today, the month, the year, whatever. The larger period to measure that cycle would be called an era, and that is 2,000 years, and it lines up with the what do you say, the zodiac. Like, for instance, we're coming out of Pisces, right, into Aquarius. And now from a larger perspective, a larger measurement of time, which is still minuscule if you talk about the age or the time or whatever, how long Mother Earth's been around, right? But let's just take it on the eastern side of the hemisphere, and they talk about the yugas. And I believe it's something like 26,800 years. Is that about right? I might be off by a couple hundred years, but you get the point. And they say we come out of the Kali Yuga and into the Satya Yuga, right? And even in a super small measurement of time here in Turtle Island in Mesoamerica, we would say 500 years, because that 2000 era is got a cross in between it, right? There's a 2,000 year cycle and it's got a cross in between it, and it's 500, 500, 500, and 500. And so we're into the 500 year prophecy now. Let's see. Well, it's varying dates. There was 1492, 1510, and maybe some other dates here and there. I'm not sure when the conquistadors arrived in the Turtle Island and Mesoamerica. But let's just say 1492, right? That's Christopher Columbus, allegedly was his name. But anyway, so if we go 500 years from there, so that's 1992. All right, so we're well into this era. When we're into a new era, the actors on this other stage, they cannot stay on the stage for this new era. Their time on the stage is done. The only way that they could continue to do that is through manipulation of the timelines. And they're not allowed to do that no more. So now we come into this evolutionary period of growth. Instead of revolving around a dysfunctional consciousness loop and this kind of stuff, right? And repeating again and again the same caveman inbred knuckle dragon Momo shit that we do on a daily basis. When you think about pretty much every aspect of life, like, don't get me started. Oh man. I mean, let me just break it down like this. All right, the steel industry, the concrete industry, the whole petrochemical industry writ large. The concept of how to fly and have vehicles and using combustion engine vehicles, just and sucking out Mother Earth's cranial sacral fluid and saying that we need it to fuel our economy, and just all the dumb shit of the marketplace. That's just the marketplace. And then this, well, there's another curse that's coming to an end. It's the 6,000-year-old Babylonian curse of the money system, right? So that's coming down. So my point being is, if you can see this is written in the stars, what you got to fear? And what you want to believe, right? What you want to put in what you want to say is real and what's not real, what is and what isn't possible. So let me just say, anti-gravity vehicles, that's check. Electromagnetic high-speed rail, check. Free energy devices, check. Med beds, check. We're ready to fly. I went through the checklist here. What am I missing? Oh, right. The money. Right? The thing that we use to barter and trade. The thing that we all says has value. Check. Solution for that too. Same thing we used before the Civil War. What they call the Civil War in the United States. What was that? 1869, something like that? 1863. I don't remember. Somewhere around there. Gosh, I know I'm kind of rambling all over the chart here, but I just wanted to indicate that what time it is. What time it is for us to remember. Like, it doesn't matter who's trying to come at you with their programs and their dystopian nightmares and their Hollywood movies and shit like that. Remember, you are a child of Mother Earth, and your dreams always come true. The question is just what you dreaming, and ask if it's your dream, if it's in your imagination because you put it there, because you let's say you desire more than anything to build a shelter for the animals that are homeless, or the people who are homeless, or fill in the blank, whatever altruistic thing that is that you have as an objective. If it's what they call altruistic, if it's thy will not my will, Great Spirit, if it's my dream is born of my objectives, which is the sacred water, the love of Mother Earth, all the life they support, the 7 future generations, and you get in line with that, family. We watch. They didn't call us the magi for no good reason. Now, I'm just saying, this is part of the esoteric knowledge. Magi, priest class, shaman, elder, maestra, am I missing? Pict, druid, taita, dawn. There's lots of names that you can refer to this as, but the objective is to not be looking for a teacher, not be looking for a guru, not be looking for somebody to constantly show you the way. And it's the teacher's job is to make themselves obsolete. That's the real teacher right there. The one that doesn't have people to be dependent on them, but they provide them the inspiration to become their own teacher, their own guru, their own magi, their own priest class, right? Now, I'm going to think of who I can give a shout out to. I think it's called raiseyourvibration.com or .org. I'm not sure. But this is commercial med beds on the market already. There's 37 locations in the United States where these med beds are already in place, whether through private or public purchases. I think that might just only be public clinics, and that have bought, and the rest there might be even more people that have them personally that don't offer services to the public. I'm not entirely sure, but check it out on I believe it's Raise Your Vibration. Ooh, woo, come the rain. Raise your vibration, and if that should pull up some results. I believe that's the name of the website. But anyhow, these things do exist. They always have done, and they've just been hidden from the public. And so, but it's just important that the little children don't be stuck in these what they call public school systems, because that's going to program the light out of them. It's going to cut them off. It's going to square the circle, and it's going to just what it's designed to do. It's designed to turn out more obedient slaves who won't live up to their highest potential because they've allowed themselves to be murdered in school. Just saying. Don't let me sugarcoat it. I'll tell you how I really feel about public indoctrination camps. So just remember that, these things are real. They're and the way that we can manifest them is to open up our perspective and say, you know what, I guess we don't need to fill in the blank to destroy Mother Earth, to live on Mother Earth. Let's implement a solution that retools the toxic industries like concrete and steel, and the petrochemical industry writ large, and the fuel industry, your gas, your oil, this and that and the other. Can retool all this with renewable, regenerative, non-toxic, non-invasive, non-polluting, and actually have huge beneficial impacts on the environment long before we even harvest them. These kinds of things. I'm talking about the hemp. I'm talking about the hemp primarily. I mean, there's lots of biomaterials, but the hemp is no joke. It'll clean up the soil, remove all the PBOS, the forever chemicals out of the soil, and it's just I love the hemp planet. It's amazing, and then it can create 40,000 industries from there. So, all the things I just mentioned, plus the textile industry, the clothing industry, that. I mean, if you can think of a product on the planet, the hemp can probably do it in a way that is good, smarter, faster, cheaper, and more respectful to the Mother Earth and to our environment, right? The relation that we have in our environments. Because whatever relation, this is getting really dark now. Let me see if this helps. Ooh, no, that just makes it look orange, don't it? I don't know what that does. Anyway, I'll end this for here. I'll switch the setup around so that the light's coming through the window on the next video. Ciao for now, family.